the very warmest of welcomes. This is Countryfile Winter Diaries. Now, taking a dip in a Scottish loch at this time of year might seem a bit extreme, especially with average sea temperatures of between 6 and 10 degrees Celsius. But there are people who do believe that outdoor winter swimming is actually good for you. So, what will it take to convince Jules Hudson?
Now, I have to confess that on a drizzly, freezing cold day like today, the idea of taking a dip in those icy waters could not be less appealing. But for a growing number of people, well, they actually think not only is it good fun, but it could actually be good for you. So are they crazy? Or do they know something I don't?
Here at the historic seafront at Clevedon on the banks of the Severn Estuary, members of the town's Lake and Sea Swimmers Club regularly meet for a morning dip in the Bristol Channel. And if you think these hardy folk look familiar, that's because they're currently being featured in a BBC One channel ident by award-winning photographer Martin Parr. Until recently, they were just a bunch of die-hard outdoor enthusiasts. Now they're known all over Britain. Today, the sea temperature is a chilly 6 degrees Celsius. But that won't stop keen cold water swimmers Gavin Price and Tom Bullimore from taking the plunge.
Now, the burning question, guys, why do you do it? I mean, you've got a fantastic collection of people behind you who are about to get in there and experience a chilly dip this morning.
It's social and it's fun and there's a lot of health benefits from it.
I use it to get rid of my aches and pains and to really get a shock into the body, the adrenaline rush you get as well.
Now, Gavin, how long have you been swimming for?
I've been swimming about 5 or 6 years.
And what prompted you to take the icy plunge here?
Well, first of all, it was my wife. She signed up for the long swim, which is a swim that they've been doing here from about 1928. And she signed up for it, and I thought, well, yeah, the sea's here, I like swimming, why don't I do it as well?
There's a strong tradition of wild outdoor swimming at Clevedon, stretching back many decades, and there's no doubting their passion. But why do they do it?
Absolutely lovely. I feel really alive and really makes me... Woo!
You are absolutely frozen.
Yeah, but inside your core is warm.
Is it?
It gives you such a lift. You feel great.
I love the cold and the company.
We were in yesterday, we're in today, we'll be in later in the week.
So if I finally take the plunge, you think it could change my life forever?
I reckon it'll cheer you up a bit, yeah.
I like to think I'm fairly cheery already. What's it going to be like if I get wet every morning? Well, I have nothing but respect for that lot. Brave, crazy, it doesn't matter. They love it, and they are convinced of the benefits to their health. And let's be honest, they all look pretty fit and healthy. But what about the science? Surely that can help us prove that all this really is worthwhile.
To find out, I'm heading to the School of Sport, Exercise and Rehabilitation Sciences at the University of Birmingham, where brother and sister physiologists Rebecca and Sam Lucas are going to subject my body to the cold in their environmental chamber. Essentially, a big fridge.
So what am I going to have to wear? Not a lot.
Well, yeah. The first thing we'll put on you is this harness. From this, we'll be able to measure your heart rate.
Yep.
As my body temperature plummets, they'll be monitoring my vital signs using the latest gadgets.
And we also will be able to measure your deep internal temperature from you swallowing a pill. There you go.
That's proper James Bond, isn't it?
It is. Yeah.
That's incredible. So when I get home tonight and sit in a nice warm bath, you'll know exactly where I am.
Yeah. we could do.
The chamber is set to 2 degrees Celsius. That's 4 degrees colder than the sea at Clevedon.
Oh my goodness, the floor is absolutely frozen.
Within a few minutes of being in here, my body is already reacting to the cold.
It's definitely cooling down. I can feel myself on the edge of wanting to shiver.
Yeah.
And look, the goosebumps all over my arms there.
So it's getting gradually cooler as we move down your arm, and your finger is at 12 degrees.
One benefit of the cold is that the body burns more calories as it works harder to maintain core temperature. The mask measures the amount of oxygen I'm consuming.
With these blue triangles, this is when we first put it on, and you can already see it start to climb. So we can see already that your shivering is consuming more oxygen, so it's burning these calories.
Now tell me, how's the magic pill doing? I can see it up there on the screen, core pill temperature.
It's dropped slightly, so we're at 37.2 degrees Celsius now. We started at 37.5.
Hypothermia occurs when the body's core temperature drops below 35 degrees Celsius, so I'm still in the safe zone, even though my extremities are telling me something very different.
So my core has only dropped 0.3, but my fingers have dropped over 20 degrees.
Yes, so your fingers now are below 10 degrees Celsius, so they'll be feeling quite painfully cold.
I am painfully cold now. I mean, of course, the swimmers are hitting that cold barrier in an instant. I'm still not convinced why they love doing it, but I can certainly see that your body can cope with it if you're used to it, and it can, of course, burn off more calories in the process.
Cold water swimming is also thought to boost circulation and release endorphins, giving you that natural high. Armed with the science, I'm keen to give it a go back at Clevedon. Now, my body's not quite ready for these very low temperatures, so I'll be wearing a wetsuit to avoid cold water shock. However, by contrast, Tom, with his years of swimming here, is already thoroughly acclimatised.
Right then, I'll be with you.
Okay.
Are we ready?
We're ready.
Okay.
All right, beginning to get into my wetsuit. Getting up to the side. Oh. Okay. Oh, my hands are absolutely frozen. Go on, keep going. How are we feeling? Yeah.
I wonder what that magic pill is saying now.
It's a good incentive to swim back as fast as possible.
Well done.
Oh, my
I'm
God.
walking in.
The pain in my hands. Your body is built of iron.
Well done.
What can I say? I should get my breath back. Whew. That was a really good idea, despite all my instincts. Cheers,
Time
mate.
to get warm. Well done.
Let's have a coffee.
Okay, good work.
Whew.